Experts always have a different approach when it comes to cryptocurrencies. The reason for that is they not only look for the profits that the people can make, but also the technical aspects and possibilities that it has in it. This is what makes their analysis and opinions of a much higher value than that of traders, whose primary objective is to earn the most out of the said cryptocurrency. What we have for you today is also a similar thing. Stay tuned to find out more. Welcome to How to Crypto, the place which will help you to perceive the fundamentals of crypto while explaining to you a lot of things going on in the world of cryptocurrencies at the moment. If you want to stay up to date with all the crypto news, you need to like and subscribe. Don't miss anything. Be aware of bulls and bears in the future. Also ensure that you leave a comment on what you would like to see here and what you think of the content you saw in this video. We will bring more content based on your likings and interests to make things easier. While we are here, one thing that needs to be taken care of is that we are not financial advisors, and therefore, this video does not form financial advice. Everything mentioned here is part of an education or entertainment video. We would recommend all of our viewers kindly conduct their own due diligence process before making any financial decisions that could affect your portfolio. The best person after you to make a decision will be your financial advisor. Make sure you consult him whenever necessary. Cryptocurrencies are extremely volatile, and this volatility may be embraced to make a good profit with the right strategy. Let us now get started. SILVIO MACALI, the founder of ALGORAND, and a genius in computers and mathematics, renowned for his work over the past 50 years in his life, has a serious comment to make. He has been a very important contributor to a lot of technologies that we see in the blockchain. His work in cryptography, zero-knowledge technologies, secure protocols, pseudo-random generation, and economic mechanism designs has been one of the most recognized ones in the entire industry, setting him miles apart from others in this industry. All the research processes in ALGORAND are overseen by him, and therefore, the quality that ALGORAND will be putting out will certainly be a top of class. He has also been a faculty member of MIT since 1983, along with being a member of the National Academy of Sciences, the National Academy of Engineering, and the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. An Academia de Lente, the joint opinion by the CEO of ALGORAND, Mr. Steve Kokinos, and the man himself, SILVIO MACALI, while speaking about blockchain, and more specifically, how they'll be combining the encryption process with the economic models to create a very efficient and secure blockchain. This discussion came into light for the first time through an article published by Forbes titled, "ALGORAND founder SILVIO MACALI breaks down how to construct a fast and secure blockchain in a world full of adversaries." He describes any algorithm to be a very precise procedure that a computer can follow without asking any questions to anybody. Such a high level of reliability in a computer system is what the algorithm means for SILVIO. The output, according to him, is also determined by the algorithm recipe, and the more detailed it is, the higher efficiency the computer will provide while executing the said algorithm. He said that this is how mathematics came into existence in the first place. The algorithm's purpose is to help you to create a solution, which is a huge deal in computer efficiency. This allowance in helping you create your own solutions makes it much easier to handle the protocols and the system entirely at a much faster pace. He even compares this invention of algorithms to the discovery of control of fire. The next point that was highlighted here was about the consistency that it provides. It's to be noted that with the same scientific method being used time and again, with the same experiments keeping all other constants stable, the output that may be received will be the same. This experiment was essential to ensure flexibility. He says the term cryptography, in literal meaning, means secret writing. The very existence of cryptocurrency is to ensure that the prying eyes have a hard day at their work, and they fetch out minimum content from the messages that are encrypted and meant to be visible in their raw state only to the recipient. This same algorithm, being used in the messages, started being used for further purposes, such as generating pseudo-random numbers, which is a precursor to the digital signature scheme, which is now a key element to users and authenticating themselves on a blockchain. The aim here is not limited to sending and receiving messages. It's also to ensure that the sender is not an imposter. This process will be very helpful, as it will not make it a mandate for you to be a cryptographer, and the adversaries will be everywhere. which needs to be kept in the minds at all times. The application of cryptography in Algorand and blockchain was to ensure that these adversaries do not have the upper hand. They call it the cryptographic torsion, which means they select an unpredictable committee that will be responsible for adding blocks to the network. These members will remain anonymous, and they will show up for the first time with proof. This proof will validate their relevance to the committee, and the process thereon will be followed. In simple words, that is all MACALI had to mention about the concept that Algorand uses to date. This also makes Algorand scalable, distributed, fair, and unpredictable, even to the one who created the system. Speaking of being scalable, MACALI suggests that Algorand has a very different mode of operations. They agree on one block before the start of the production of the next one. This time may vary by a few seconds, around 4.5. As soon as they start working on the next block or transaction, it ensures that they never fork. This is a very big advantage over the other chains. On a question pertaining to the application of zero-knowledge proofs into the system, MACALI suggests that at the moment, they don't need to implement the zero-knowledge proof system. He says that to prove a particular statement, there may be a need to bring into light a lot more information to convince the proof requirements. This means that there may be some candy for the adversaries, as they gain more information readily available for them to exploit, and therefore, the reliability scales down by a huge margin. He then confirms that the application of zero proofs is a very good way in many cases. He then asserts that he may apply the zero-knowledge proofs based on their schedule, which will be very light computationally. He asserted his likes towards Zcash, and also clarified that they do leverage a zero-knowledge system of proof. There are various reasons why one may rely on zero-knowledge proof system, which includes the snarks and CS proofs. Their applicability is to shrink large amounts of information in a very efficient way. The difference that Algorand has is that at this level of efficiency has already been achieved through the current system that they have. Therefore, they need to leverage the risk of information availability by using the zero-knowledge system. Every new block, as was mentioned earlier, is being produced in less than 5 seconds, which is already a good rate to proceed forward. With each time, this process of mining has been developing and stepping up. This also helped to keep adding more features into their system over a period of time. One such example will be the Layer 1 smart contract. His application of the words law is code and code is law might not be something that is substantial to him. This may perhaps, according to him, be binding and against development. This may make the entire system much more static. Ethereum, providing the proof-of-stake system and a lot of Layer 2 solutions, may be one of the major competitors for Algorand. SILVIO claims that the blockchain is a very big arena of change for humanity. As much as it is an opportunity, it's a very big challenge as well. The revolution of communication is the one change that needs to be kept in mind. It needs to be compared to the future of blockchain as well. So as much as they are competitors, they'll be collaborators as well. He says that there will be very few foundational blockchains, and Algorand will secure a place among them. With the unique ability that Algorand has to change in consensual manner, without hard forks or soft forks, is in itself a great achievement for the system. So there you have it. And with that, we've come to the end of our video. We hope you enjoyed the video, and let us know in the comments how much your crypto will be worth next year. Make sure to subscribe and give a thumbs up. See you tomorrow on How to Crypto with more crypto updates.